Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Bringing him out, the third overall pick from way back in 2008, a guy now in his 15th NFL season, Matt Ryan. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Well, that's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Fields it right around the goal line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not, just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. The Texans at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He brought that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, Taylor now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Taylor will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Play action. It's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. David Ojabo running in to take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Let's take it at around the 40. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is confirmed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Out to his left. Open man. This is Lewis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Offside, defense.
So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Hurts throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at max to get...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jameson Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Ryan. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Texans will take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Kamal Martin there on the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 59 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Calling a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They run once more with Taylor.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They get 5 out of that one, and he moves the chains.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it,
and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On the 6.
2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jamison Williams
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 7. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Ryan. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
That's good. Las Vegas.
A 1st down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, Ryan got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He finds Pickens over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you.
Touchdown, Raiders! George Pickens, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Houston set to take over. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Houston.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Hurts rolling to his right. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and set him up.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Complete. This is Lewis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Taylor to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He'll buy some time right. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Running left, it's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes ran a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to roam now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good. Las Vegas.
Henry up the middle. Man, tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, having a partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And Ryan's throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Throwing is Hurts. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They go play action with Hurts.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Raiders pick it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
To throw is Ryan. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jakobi Meyers from 8 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Take it in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now out comes Houston.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain and leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed two. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Derrick Henry. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talk about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught by Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take him after this. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Lewis.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, breaking the football, get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Texans.
Jonathan Taylor
from 6 yards away.
And the Texans might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So that one, a 13-play drive in total.
And it was all finished off by the Jonathan Taylor touchdown catch. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 12, 2:08 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
On 1st down, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Under pressure, they got him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man. This is Lewis. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Hurts. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jameson Williams from 4 yards out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Catch made right side by Wilson. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
McCrane on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the